This morning we're going to write a well-structured paragraph using this research on rhinoceros beetles. This is the one that you guys all decided on, right? Yeah. Very interesting. Okay, so we're gonna I'm gonna pass these out to you, and we're gonna take turns reading it. Okay. So, you'd like to start reading first? Sure. Oh, look at you guys. Thank you. Oh, okay. So okay. Well, let's read it first, and then when we're doing our graphic organizer, we could highlight different areas of the rhinoceros beetles. Okay, let's get started.
What is the world's strongest creature? You might be thinking of an elephant or a whale. Actually, it is a beetle, a rhinoceros beetle. We're not talking about how it will shape. What? Creatures can actually carry. We're talking about how much it can carry compared with how big it is. For example, an elephant can carry about 25% of its own weight on its back. In contrast, a rhinoceros beetle can carry 850 times its own weight. That makes the rhinoceros beetle the world's strongest creature.
Okay. Sticking.
Although
Ears.
Beetles are not dangerous insects. They mostly eat rotten food and sap from the trees.
Okay, very good. I'm gonna reread it, but I'm gonna ask you guys to put your pens down because you're not using it right now. And they're making just a lot of extra noise that we don't need. So follow along so we can understand it as we read, okay? Rhinoceros beetles. What is the world's strongest creature? You might be thinking of an elephant or a whale. Actually, it's a beetle, the rhinoceros beetle. We're not talking about how much a creature can actually carry. We're talking about how much it can carry compared with how big it is. For example, an elephant can carry about 25% of its own weight on its back. In contrast, a rhinoceros beetle can carry 850 times its own weight. That makes the rhinoceros beetle the world's strongest creature. Male rhinoceros beetles have big long horns sticking out of their heads, much like a rhinoceros. They use the horns for many different things. For example, they use them to dig holes in the ground to hide from predators. They also use them to dig through the heavy covering of plants and leaves on the rainforest floor. Finally, they use the horns to fight with other males. Although they have fierce-looking horns, rhinoceros beetles are not dangerous insects. They eat mostly rotten fruits and sap from trees. Okay, so we're gonna next use a graphic organizer, and you're gonna highlight with your 4-pen highlighters that you have out. Different colors. Did you notice I good lines for you guys? Okay. So, what is, it says, write one fact about rhinoceros beetles in each box. What is the, let's highlight them in different colors, you guys can choose the colors you'd like. First highlight the, this, and then we can go over the, different facts. So you have all the different fact boxes highlighted. So what does the first box say?
One way they use their horns.
So one way they use their horns, can somebody find out on the page here where it says? Okay, so that is one example. Okay, so you wanna highlight that in the color that you use. Did you find something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says they also use them to stick to the pebbles covering of the plants used on the forest floor.
Okay, so we're right here where it says one way they use their horns, and it looks like they use them for a few different things, don't they?
Yeah. But first you have to do one in one color and you do the other one in the other one.
Okay, so one in one color, because the next box says other ways they use their horns.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
Another way, finally they use their horns to guide others.
okay, so you're using that, that's the third one? So you have three of them. Because the first box says one way they use their horns, you're fine with using one example for the box there, and then the other ways they use their horns, that's fine. When you fill it out, you're gonna, probably have enough room for just one example. Okay, but remember, this is the second box says other ways they use their horns. So you're gonna color that in this color. So where's your second, cause even here, their third example says what? Read this one. In green? Sure. So you wanna make sure that you're getting the different colors.
How are they the world's strongest creatures?
Okay, oh, it says, why are they the world's strongest creatures? So what?
A rhinoceros beetle can carry 850 times its own weight. That means 850 rhinoceros beetles could be on its back and they could pull it. Yeah.
It's really strong, isn't it? Okay, so go ahead and highlight that in the color, and you see the, a rhinoceros beetle can carry 850 times its own weight. That makes the rhinoceros beetle the world's strongest creature. Isn't that pretty amazing?
I can from it's the very last sentence. They eat mostly rotten fruit and sap from trees.
Okay, so go ahead and put that in the color that you chose for that box. Okay. Okay. So now with your graphic organizer here, you're gonna write the different examples that you highlighted. Do you see one way that they use their horns? Or did you highlight in with your fingers? So right here, you're using one example, right? So what are you, example? Well, so Joey, what did you say for your first, what was the, way they use them?
Then to dig holes in the ground to hide from the predators.
Okay. Mhm. And then your second one was?
They also use them to dig the heavy covering of plants and leaves on the rainforest floor. Which one does this say? So how did you start it? Oh, that was good. Okay. So what did you say for, one way that they use their horns? And I put for why they said Rhino Beaver can come in and
850?
50 times its own weight.
Yeah.
They eat, it's not they eat mostly not
Yeah, it told us that, rotten fruits and sap from trees. Okay, very good. Let me see why you don't have them rewrote. So it starts out with one way they use their horns. Right here where you said they use their horns for many different things, you probably, could have just started with, the way that they use their horns. So you would have enough room, you would just, and leave that part out and start with the part that do you have an eraser? Yeah, because there's only, it's just a square, a small box that you're adding the detail. So that's what you wrote for? Yeah, one way they use their horns. Okay. Leaves. In contrast. 850. Oh, you wrote 850. Okay.
What they eat mostly lots of fruits and sap from trees.
Okay, very good. Are you done too, Joey? Can you, so you told me this, so, why are they the world's strongest creatures?
Rhinoceros can carry 150 times their own weight. And I said what they eat mostly rotten eggs and fat from trees.
Okay. Okay, so you wrote one way they use their horns. They use their horns to hide from predators. Yeah, so because it already started with one way they use their horns, and then you just added to that, okay? So then other ways they use their horns, so what was the other way? Yeah, you wanna give your journal? And if you're done, and you can start on that, and you guys can continue with your graphical organizing. See, when you make it shorter, it has room, and it still makes sense, right? So go ahead and open your journals to the next open page. So what does it say? How are we starting the paragraph?
The beginning paragraph like this. If you thought gorillas was the strongest animal, guess again. The largest beetle
Okay,
is the strongest.
okay. So you're gonna start it with that paragraph. If you thought a gorilla was the strongest animal, guess again. The rhinoceros beetle, and then you fill in. So when you start it, you can, on the top of this, you're gonna write rhinoceros beetles. strongest creatures. And then, so you wrote in contrast. beetle can carry 850 tons its own weight. They also use them to dig holes. Dig through the heavy covering of plants. Leaves. From here on the rain floor. Okay, so then you did your last one. Did you finish writing what they will eat? Okay. Mostly. Okay. All right. Did you want to go ahead and grab your journal so you can at least start with that? We only have a few more minutes. Yeah, go ahead and start it with this. And let's just do this. Okay, nice writing. One more minute of writing, and then I'm gonna have you close up your journal. Before you leave, you're gonna tell me one thing you learned about the rhinoceros beetles. You'd like to start first? Okay. So go ahead, just get the page started though with rhinoceros beetles. Oh, you finished.
I'm on my last little section.
Okay.
You got lucky because I will wander other way. Should you put a name and date?
Yeah, go ahead and add your name and date. You're gonna probably just be able to put the title, Rhinoceros Beetles, and then we're gonna stop after that. Okay? So, April, you could go ahead and put your stuff away, but, and then,
Yeah, so you should put my notebook away.
yeah, but before you go, tell me one thing you learned about the rhinoceros beetles. Oh, did I say you would go first? Okay. What's one thing that you learned? At 850 times their own weight. Where does it usually go into your journal?
Yeah.
On the page. Okay. And then stop and, you can close up and put this away, and you can get stickers when your stickers turn.
I learned that they're the most strongest.
How much, they're on the way. Yeah. Grab two stickers and your sticker turn.
I learned that they could only eat rotten fruit and sap country.
Very good, I like that, okay? Go ahead and get two stickers when your sticker turn.
We need one more. Now we need one more.
Very good. So that's, what have you learned? That they what? They do, they use their horns, right? Yes, okay. You get two stickers. You could just leave it there, that's fine, thank you. You guys did a really good job.
One more.
Finding out about the needles.
We have 3 stickers.
Well, everybody just is getting to. Get yours back out. Okay, Madison, grab your sticker card and tell me. Hi, thank you very much. Thank you, bye.
One thing I learned about emojis is that they can hold more of their weight by 8,500 pounds.
850?
Pounds.
Okay.
850 pounds.
Yeah.
That had me interested because I don't remember anything what could hold that much weight
Right.
in spite of their small.
Bye, thank you so much. Bye. Yeah, that's interesting, huh? They even said there's, because if you compare that to, bye, thank you very much. You might be thinking of elephant or a whale. Yeah,
But an elephant can't hold half of their own weight.
right, they said that the elephant can carry about 25%, which is not, they're not as strong, even though they're a lot bigger, right? Okay, thank you for your detailed information. Madison, did you get 2 stickers? Okay, have a good day and I'll see you later.
Bye, Mrs. John. Bye, Mrs. And bye, Mrs. Sarah.
Bye.